Well, it's the first week of LCS. I'm joined right now by Johnny Rue, Altec himself, on a new team, FlyQuest. How's the FlyQuest treating you?
It's been pretty good. I guess the only kind of like problem we had was that I guess like it was announced late, and all the we kind of just like got our house late, or like everything set up late. So I guess that was like a bit annoying, but I guess overall it's okay because we are like a returning roster, so we've all played together. So um, at least that's a little better, even though things are a little late.
Yeah. I mean, this looks like a really good starting week for you. How do you feel about the team's performance so far?
To be honest, we didn't really play that well in scrims. But I guess versus Envy, they were playing with sub, so we were kind of confident that we would win. But after seeing that TL and CLG were like, it was a very close series yesterday, so we were kind of afraid. But overall, we just ended up like doing what we practiced, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah. What do you think of Team Liquid?
I think that Rainover and Piglet are like really solid players. Their top laner and mid laner and their support are all really strong, but it seems like that they don't really I guess mesh well, because even against CLG yesterday, they were down 9K and they ended up winning. So I don't really know what their problems are, but on paper they're a really strong team.
Now, for yourself, I am very curious kind of what you think of the current bot lane situation, because a lot of people are complaining about that in the meta.
Or like just how the bot lane meta is, or just like NA LCS bot lanes?
No. Like in general, the bot lane meta. Like especially AD carries are complaining, etc.
I don't know. Personally, I don't like playing like Ashe or Varus. I don't like playing that utility style like carries. So I don't really like it, because I feel like you have to be really, really good 2v2 wise in this meta, because if you take a bad trade, then you're like pretty much screwed for your entire game. Like yesterday, we played against Envy. I was down 60 CS at like 15 minutes, which is like probably the worst game I've ever played. So I guess like if you make small mistakes, then the enemy can capitalize like super, super hard on it. And I guess like I don't really like it, because it's like range supports. Range supports are always stronger than the AD carries, because they just like do more damage than you and they have CC. So I guess like I don't know. I don't really like the bot lane meta so far.
Are you're hopeful it changes, or any hope for that, or you just this is kind of the world you live in now?
I mean, hopefully there are changes that we can see more. Maybe a little bit of like melee supports that can like fight more and stuff. So I mean, I just hope that it goes away from this meta right now.
Generally, what do you think of the 10 ban system now that they've introduced into competitive?
I personally really like the 10 ban system, because like you don't really like before you could just like it's like very simple, like you ban you pick, but now you have to ban pick and ban again. So you can ban out someone's like champions, or like you can pick a very strong top laner like Maokai, and then you can ban the counters to Maokai, and Maokai just becomes like an insane tank. So like you can play around like whatever you pick, and you can count or like ban away the counter picks, so you can have like an advantage on whatever like champion that you ban out.
Yeah. So it just kind of like helps open up a lot of strategies or whatever. It really lets you play like these kind of like crazy champions.
Yeah, for sure. Like you can pick like a crazy champion and then ban all the counters, and like no one probably knows like what to pick into that champion anymore. You know.
Yeah. Do you think that we'll start to see even more ridiculous strategies come out as people realize like the things that you can open up whenever you can ban out these kind of counters?
Maybe not now, but maybe when like a patch hits, because I think like the meta right now is just like tank top and just like strong junglers and stuff like that, and like bot lane's like it's either Ashe or Varus usually and stuff like that. So, but maybe like if something gets nerfed, we'll be seeing more diverse picks.
Very good. Finally, what is kind of the dynamic on FlyQuest these days? I mean, Cloud9 used to, I remember old school Cloud9 had this kind of like, oh, we're all great friends, and it's the power of friendship that makes us win. And I kind of feel like CLG's kind of gunning for that now. You guys kind of have a different mix of people that have been there for played for a long time, and some newer players. So how would you kind of characterize FlyQuest?
I think like it's like more I guess like stress free in a way, like because they've played for so long that they know like if harping on you for a mistake or something, like it'll just like ruin more team dynamic and stuff like that. I think overall everyone gets like pretty like they go along with each other, so that's good. Like I've been on Energy with Moon, so like we're close friends, and I've known High, Balls, and Lemon for a long time. So for me, it's like really easy to get along with them. And I think like an important thing is that even if me or Moon makes mistakes, it's not like the end of the world, because they've gone through like a lot of like hardships to get to like winning NA LCS finals, like going to Worlds and stuff like that. So my hope for that is me and Moon can play relatively well, and we can all like just achieve going to NA LCS finals, or even like going to Vancouver and playing there.
Yeah, what would that mean for you to go back to Vancouver and be able to play there?
I don't. It's kind of exciting. I guess it gives me a lot of motivation because, like it's like I've thought of like playing in like a LCS finals, or like even going to like a big stadium and playing. But now that like if I can play at my hometown and win, like I feel like that'd mean like a lot to me.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, looking forward to seeing your journey, potentially even to the finals in Vancouver. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that would be special. Anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
I guess just like I don't necessarily read Reddit, but I know that a lot of like people put us on like rank 10 for like I guess LCS teams go. So I mean I don't really care about Reddit, but I just like hope that you guys have more confidence in us, and that we will try our best to make it to Worlds or playoffs or whatever.
Yeah. Very good. Well, thank you so much for the interview. Happy to interview you again. It's been a little bit. So for everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things esports here at Yahoo Esports.